Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts.
In this video, I'm looking at Void Rivals issue 19. Okay, so this is issue 19 of Void Rivals. This is a Skuxxoid issue. I totally forgot this was a Void Rivals issue, funnily enough, because there's nothing in there about the other characters. But we do get some interesting stuff going on here, definitely. So we see. First of all, we open up with Retgar. Uh, and I love Retgar. Voiced by Eric Idle in the movie. Um, Always one of my favourite characters. And there he is. He's apparently found the Skuxxoids, and the Skuxxoids are regenerating. The two halves are growing into their own separate versions of Skuxxoid. And I assume this is something that didn't happen in the TV series. Because otherwise people would just go, he's going to regenerate, it's fine. But yeah, so they start regenerating. And the Junkins are kind of a bit confused. They've got the ship. They eventually they actually wake up. And while they're there, they also find the Cobra La lass as well, or guy. Sorry. Um, anyway, so yeah, so these kind of Skuxxians wake up and they basically argue between themselves about who's the original and who's the kind of duplicate. And it turns out that they're actually both duplicates. The original one that we saw is not the original. There are others out there, and these are just duplicates that have been flying around. The duplicate was flying around space, and now he's got a twin. Um, and the cool thing is, this actually explains the issue where we had Skuxxoid kind of complain about missing his wife and kids. It turns out they've got the memories from the original, and even though they've never actually met their wife and kids, they still experience the loss of the wife and children as memories. So that kind of moaning on the inside the spaceship about being, isolated from everybody. He's never he's never met his children. He just remembers them, which is quite tragic, really. But it does give a good reasoning for all these kind of little interludes you had through the issues. Anyway, it turns out that yes, our Cobra person is still alive. I think that was the one that was infected by the stuff on his armor, which seems to have gone away. So I don't know. Um, and yeah, the Junkins aren't having much of it. They're basically having a fight, and he kind of like, okay, yeah, so I yield. You're obviously bigger than me. I kind of know how to stop fighting when it's kind of seems pointless, and explains to the kind of the Skuxxians kind of go, what are they talking weird? I don't understand it. So they're talking like television. And so what's television? It's something that we don't in Cobra La have nothing to do with, but the general population of Earth have got some kind of relationship with, and whatever. And then as they look up, the ship turns up. Well, sorry, this guy turns up and then starts blasting and whatever, and he zaps the Skuxxians, and then up they go, and they disappear up in the ship. And it's like, well, that was weird. What's going on there then? And it's like, okay, could this be the end of our dynamic duo? Tune in tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. And the guy goes, what do you mean? He said, we have absolutely zero idea what's going to happen. Why are you saying that? You're weird. Which I thought was quite funny. So it turns out that our robot friend here he's got a little Skuxxian in his face. He takes these guys to this deep space location, and it turns out that they've been gathered up by Skuxxian Alpha, or Skuxxoid. I keep Skuxxian. Ain't weird. Skuxxoid Alpha, the original Skuxxoid, and he has got an army of Skuxxoids, obviously from his various regenerations. Um, I thought it was really good. Yeah, it brings those kind of character pieces we saw with Skuxxoid in the previous issues some meaning. Um, and also throws a complete curveball into what he's doing and whatever. And he's only a little dude, but he's effective against the guys on the ring and whatever. So I mean, an army of them, that's going to cause some problems, especially if they start invading Earth or just decide to take over the Cobra La ship or whatever. But yeah, I thought this was really cool. But I completely forgot this was a Void Rivals comic. Obviously, no void bubbles in it, technically speaking. But yeah, thought it was really, really cool. Very, very good issue. So yes, so unfortunately, we're going back to the obviously the other people again in on issue 20, but this is obviously going to be another side plot. So there's a lot going on in this. We've obviously got we've got the unicorn-like guy transformer living in the center of the ring. We've got these people. We've got the Kobalar people running around. We've got the Quintessons. There's got a lot going on. So there's going to be an almighty clash at some point in space. I think it's what's going as we're doing here, and whether that affects everything else. I don't think we're going to see anything alien invasion-y on Earth because I think that would ruin GI Joe. I think GI Joe and Transformers being their own kind of thing is going to be a thing. But in space, there's a lot of stuff happening. So there you go. Anyway, that's pretty much what I can say about this one. So thanks so much for listening, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye bye.